everybody, welcome to the Pilates Leeds HQ, my nerve centre. My name's Alison and it's May 2025, and this month I want to talk about another one of the original classical Joseph Pilates exercises called the Roll Up. And I'm going to demonstrate it first, and then I'm going to talk about the purposes, how to do it, and a couple of modifications if you know you do it and you struggle. So here it is, and actually I have modified it in that I start sitting going back rather than start lying down. So there is the full roll up. Okay, so firstly the purpose. Joseph Pilates said abdominal strength and to restore the spine to normal. And I just add on to that we want to restore to the spine the ability to fully distribute the load of the outward curve throughout the spine. So that's the purpose. Okay, and now the setup is quite important. So if you know you struggle with the sitting tall on your sit bones, if you know that's you, then you can manage with this exercise, but ideally you want to go a bit taller. So change your mat and roll it round sort of in that orientation and sit on the end like that. Or you might need two mats end to end, so it gives you a little bit more height, or a line of yoga bricks if you've got that to give you more height. So that's the first thing. That's for people who tend to be a bit short and tight in the back of the legs or the back. If you have a different thing going on, which is you tend to be a bit hollow back here, and that's me, then when you go down and up, you kind of struggle to contact the floor. And so if you put something like rolled up shelf liner or a folded towel in where the small of the back you should go, you can press on it going down and up, and it really helps. That's my issue, and I've put mine in already. Okay, I've got a head pad, and also I've deliberately placed it in exactly the right place, because you don't want to be going back and sort of having the head loll back. That is back extension, and that kind of disturbs the exercise. This is an exercise of forward bending. So head pad to keep the head like this when you go back. So do bear that in mind. So that's the setup. Okay, so next thing is the execution. So you find the flow of the exercise better if you start from sitting. Then we've got the arms. The arms are going to sort of sweep back, so I'd start here. So how to get that curve in the spine, that is jolly hard, and it's I'm going to put, on the end of it I'll put a clip on how to do a really good kind of turn back. It's called the IJC curve, or it can be. So capital I, you sat tall. Capital J, tuck the sit bones forward and under to start to curl the pelvis, and then keep curling. That's your C, and then your more C, more C, more C, C curve. Okay, C for curve, so capital I, capital J, capital C, curve back. There's me hopefully in contact with my shelf liner. Back I go, and then start with the fingertips reaching you, and you're sort of pressing down into the floor to generate a lift back. Okay, at the other end, don't hang around. You want the elastic recoil of the muscles to help generate the return journey. Okay, and then breathing. Well, the out breath is generally the breath that's associated with outward curving. So I would use the out breath for this. It's not always existential, the order of the breathing, but this, it's quite useful. So breathe in, breathe out, curve back, 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 back. Maybe breathe in as your arms go up and over, and then start to breathe out, reach the arms forward, and curve back up. And finally, a little bit of troubleshooting if you struggle. So firstly, if you really struggle when you come back up, particularly if your legs lift, fundamentally this is an exercise of the spine flexing, But if your legs lift, if you've got a partner, ask them to gently hold your legs down, and that will make it easier to come back up. And just a note on legs, body proportions matter here. If you have long legs and a short body, your legs will stabilise you and make it easier. The converse is also true. If you have short legs and a long body, it's way harder for you. I think if you carry weight around your midriff, it makes it more challenging as well. So consider this as another modification, and just basically roll up prep. That is, it does what it says on the tin. You're just going halfway, and it's much kinder, much nicer. So start off with your I, your J, your C, go back just to the point where you feel, you know what, that's enough for me, and start to sort of curve back through the pelvis to come up again. Or if you've got a squishy ball, wedge the ball in, and you're still curving, don't back bend over it, IJC, curve, 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 but it can just sort of give you a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a drive back. So ball assisted roll up prep is a nice modification, or just roll up prep. One last thing, this is not an exercise that lends itself to a lot of repetitions. Joseph Pilates, I think, suggested 3, and I would concur with that. So that's it for the roll up. Happy roll up or roll downs, and I'll see you next month.
Hi there. I do hope you found this clip useful. We've got plenty more on the site, and for now I've suggested another one for you to watch. If you want to know more about what we do in Leeds, then do visit the website at pilates-leeds.com, and right now you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we can do this all again next month. Cheerio!